start with the Houston Texans. Guys, the Houston Texans, guys, I would say they shocked most of the world last night or over the weekend on Saturday. And the Houston Texans were probably one of the biggest surprises to me over the wild card weekend. They did pull the upset over the LA Chargers 32-12. So, guys, buy or sell. Are the Texans a real threat to the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs? Can the Houston Texans give the Kansas City Chiefs a run for the money? Buy or sell? And, guys, the Houston Texans may have been the biggest shock to me over the weekend. Everybody was saying the Chargers have a bye week. The Texans are not very good. It's an easy game, bada bing, bada boom. We saw what happened. The Houston Texans, guys, did play a great second half. Much like when they played a great first half versus the Detroit Lions when they looked like a Super Bowl team for a half. But they have not played a complete game all season long. It's been 2 quarters there. It's been 3 quarters there. It's been 2 quarters there. They have yet to play a complete game. Now, their defense has been pretty good most of the season, if not all of the season. Let's just be honest. They have the 6th ranked overall defense. They're 6th in passing, but they're 27th in red zone defense. So when teams get into the red zone, they're scoring touchdowns at an alarming rate. However, they are 6th on third down defense. The offense, on the other hand, has had issues since Stephon Diggs went down back in week 5 or week 6. They have the 22nd ranked offense overall, with the 19th ranked scoring offense averaging just 19 points per game. When we look at the Kansas City Chiefs, guys, they have been dominant. They've been the most dominant team in the NFL all season long. Yes, I understand they're not blowing out teams, but they find ways to win each and every game. They take your best threat and they take you out of their game. If you want to run the ball, they're going to stop the run and force you to pass. If you're a passing team, they're going to take away the pass and force you to run the ball. They know how to win. And then we all know that the playoff Kansas City Chiefs, as of late, is a different team. Let's just be honest. This is regular season Kansas City Chiefs and playoff Kansas City Chiefs. For whatever reason, they turn on that switch. Yes, 25 days off. They're going to come out rusty, but it is what it is. But the Houston Texans did play the Kansas City Chiefs back on Christmas Day, which I think gives them the advantage. Why does it give you the advantage? Because at the time, the Kansas City Chiefs were playing for something. The Kansas City Chiefs were playing for the number 1 overall seed. The Kansas City Chiefs were playing for that bye game. And it was a primetime game with something on the line. Playoff atmosphere. That Arrowhead crowd was wet, wild, and crazy. That gives you an advantage. You've been there. You've done that. Guys, I am buying that the Houston Texans are a real threat to the Kansas City Chiefs in this divisional round. I am buying that the Kansas City Chiefs may come out and struggle a little bit versus the Houston Texans in the first half. But, like I said, the Houston Texans do not put complete games together. They play great in the first half or they play great in the second half, not 2 quarters. I am buying that the Texans are a real threat to the Kansas City Chiefs. I am buying that this game is not going to be a blowout. I am buying that this is going to be a close scoreboard watching type of game. So, guys, buy or sell. Are the Texans a real threat to the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs? Can they legitimately beat them? And me as a Kansas City Chiefs fan, I am buying it. I am legit scared of the Houston Texans just a little bit. You get that one win, you get a little bit of momentum. Momentum's everything in the playoffs. It's all getting hot about the right time. I don't care if you sneak into the playoffs. I don't care if you haven't won since Christmas Day. It doesn't matter. Buy it. And Laura says, sell it all. She says, put that shit on the clearance rack, mark it off for 90% off. The Kansas City Chiefs are whooping the Houston Texans' ass, baby. Damn, Laura. Damn, slow it down. Alpha Rob says sell. Alpha Rob says, you know what? I don't want the Houston Texans to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't want the Houston Texans to even think about competing with the Kansas City Chiefs because I want the Kansas City Chiefs 100% fresh, cocky, and arrogant when the Buffalo Bills come down to town and whoop that ass. That's what Alpha Rob just said. He didn't type it, but I heard it. I heard him say it. Laura says, I can only hope for a bye, but that's a big sell. It's Kansas City all day long, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. KC says, so far, the only game I was wrong about was the Texans game. I think the Texans are not ready to go against an almost fully healthy Kansas City Chiefs team. Casey, as we'll dive deeper into this game throughout the week, right? But it would not shock me one bit if the Houston Texans jump out early like your Denver Broncos did, or sorry, like the Denver Broncos did against your Buffalo Bills. Sorry, I'm talking about Alpha Rob. It would not shock me one bit if the Houston Texans get the ball first, say, I want the ball and I'm going to score, and they go down there and they score 7 points and the internet's going crazy. Better watch out, Kansas City Chiefs. Better watch out. And then they come back and whoop that ass. Like the Buffalo Bills did in the second half to the Denver Broncos. If I could carbon copy a game, I think that's the way it would be versus the Houston Texans versus Kansas City Chiefs. But I am buying that it is a threat. Right? I am buying. Michael Burlew says it is a sell. Great work against LA, but they limped into the playoffs, and now they're going outside in the cold to a team that wants to three-peat. Michael, you are correct. Everybody's doubting the Kansas City Chiefs, right? Everybody's hating the Kansas City Chiefs. Everybody's defying, like, hell, even Mark D's like, oh, they're a first round exit, right? Or they're a first game exit. Everybody's counting the Kansas City Chiefs out, right? And I'm not counting them out, but I'm just kind of being realistic here that the Texans did play a good second half, if not a great second half. They've had spurts where they look like a Super Bowl caliber team. They just haven't done it all game long. I do think in the first half they're going to shock him, right? They're going to shock him like, oh, shit, slow it down. And Alpha Rob says that's exactly what I say. See, Alpha Rob, we're on the same lane week, baby. We're on the same lane week. Alpha Rob also says Chris Jones will dominate the game. Listen, I like Chris Jones 50% of the game. But Alpha Rob, Kansas City Chiefs fan, NFL fans in general, Chris Jones is lazy. Chris Jones is lazy. Watch him on first and say, second down. If it is a run to the left and he is on the right side, he is not going to go get that ball. If the quarterback is dropping back on second down, he's not going to go get a sack. If there is a reverse play and he is not right there in position on first, second down, he's not going to go get that reverse play. Third down, he's dominant. He's able to pin the ears back and he gets the ball, whatever. Fourth down the same way. But first and second down, he is a lazy POS. Is he saving his energy for third down? I don't know. Whatever, right? I was never the type of person to take a playoff at all. Never. You saw me 110% every play. I could be on the right hash and the ball could be out of bounds on the left side of the field. I am sprinting dead ass headhunting a motherfucker. Chris Jones like, yeah, I'm done. Obviously he's a better athlete than like me. Obviously he is a hell of a lot better than I ever was, right? He is in the freaking NFL. He is one of the best defensive linemen of all time. But I'm telling you, he is lazy. Telling you, he is lazy. Guys, legit, get out there and watch the game. He is lazy. He is lazy. He's not lazy on third downs. You are correct, Alpha Rob. But first and second downs, watch him. Watch him. Casey says Chris Jones gets flashbacks to the combine when he had to do the 40-yard dash. He's not lazy. He just had PTSD. If you guys know, you know. But when Chris Jones was in Indianapolis in the combine, running his 40-yard dash, he tripped. He tripped not because he stumbled. He tripped because his big old wanker fell out and tripped him. That man's got a 4-foot dick. Michael Burlew says, I can see a slow start early with the Kansas City Chiefs starters not playing for 3 weeks, but the Kansas City Chiefs are going to have it by the end of the game. I agree. And Laura says, we got a game now. Laura, it's still 0-0, so yeah, we definitely got a game. Definitely got a game.